Now we're ready to say hi to the Rock. Rocky, how are you tonight?
I'm fine, Lynn. Bless. How you doing?
All right,
What's up,
we've
Rock?
got Dennis Manoloff with us also. Looking forward to you coming back to Cleveland. That'll be on July 5th at the State Theater, and that'll be terrific. 7:30, Bob DiBiasio will host it. We're looking forward to it. A couple of things here, Rock. I can tell you all the guys in my neighborhood always put the bat over their shoulder and then pointed the bat directly toward the pitcher. And I, truth be told, I didn't like doing that, so I imitated Roger Maris. Do you mind?
Not at all. Roger Maris is one of my favorite people in the world. I don't mind at all.
All right.
I don't mind.
Let's talk about a couple of things. Number one, 1959, and that was, by the way, that was my favorite team, favorite Indians team. What a bunch of wackos on that team. But you hit 4 home runs on a night, and one of the home runs came off Ernie Johnson Sr., and everybody who follows basketball knows Ernie Johnson Jr. What was it like as ball after ball after ball went out on you?
Well, when you mean the pitches that were thrown to me, is that what you're talking about?
No, just the feeling of hitting 4 in a row. You must have been in a zone unlike any other time.
Well, without a doubt, I always thought I was 0 for 28 coming into the game. But I later find out after Mark Summer did some research, and they say I was 3 for 28. I don't really recall that well, but I know this, that, I mean, I had pitches to hit that were 10 times better than the ones that I hit out. I don't know what happened, but the good Lord just turned it around, and all of a sudden I'm hitting pitches that are not supposed to be home run balls.
Yeah, but not many guys can say they hit 4 consecutive home runs. D-Man, I know you want to talk about something. Let me just bring this up first. The day or two before the season, 1960, in a 2-day period, your best friend, Herb Score, and then you get traded by Frank Lane. You go to Detroit for Harvey Keene. He was the batting champ. You were the home run king. How devastating was that to you?
Devastating. Big time. But I would never let them know. Frank Lane was an egomaniac, and we never did get along. And I don't know why. I never did him anything. I never said anything about him. And he took a disliking to me. And I think the big reason was that the people in Cleveland treated me so well, and he wanted all the allure and all the good things said about him. And I didn't care about that because I knew I had a nice following, and the people were very good to me.
Well,
they always have been.
D-Man, what do you have for Rock?
Yeah, Rock. My dad was a huge fan. My dad was a huge fan of yours, and he schooled his sons on the great games by Rocky Colavito. Of course, the June 10th, 1959 4-homer game in Baltimore. But he said one that doesn't get mentioned a lot is you come back with the Tigers in 62. I want to say July 5th of 62, hit 3 bombs and narrowly hit a 4th at Municipal Stadium. Do you remember that game?
I'll never forget it, D-Man, never. Because I knew in my mind that nobody ever hit 4 home runs in one game, especially, I know nobody did it, but I had a chance to do it again consecutively. So it was on my mind. And when I got a pitch to hit, and I hit it, I stood right at home plate and watched it. I hit it as good as any of them. It went in the upper deck, but it hooked foul maybe at the last. It wasn't fouled by a foot or two. It was fouled by 10 or 20. I don't know.
Yeah, so you agree that it was a foul. You agree it was a foul ball.
Oh, without a doubt.
Yeah.
I stood right there and watched it because I knew it was going out. The only thing is it going to stay fair? Is it going to go foul?
You know, Rocky.
And it went foul.
So many young people and almost in the middle age here in Cleveland only knew Herb Score as the great radio announcer that he was for so many years. But
yes.
But you of course were so close to him. Was he a Hall of Famer to be? Was he that good?
Oh, well, let me just say it like this, okay? That's a good question, okay? I like that question. I get it said to me often, okay, or asked of me often. Herbie Score, and keep this in mind now, I'm not belittling Sandy Koufax, but Herb Score won 20 games at about 5 years younger longer than Koufax did. Herbie scored, won 20 games in 56. Okay? Won 16 in 55, and 56 he won 20. Okay? 16 and 10 and 20 and 9 if memory serves me. Okay?
No, you're right.
And
That's right.
Herbie was, in my estimation, I faced Herbie and I faced Koufax when I got over to the National League. But I also faced him in an exhibition game in San Diego. And he had a great curveball, big curveball, and he had a good fastball, outstanding fastball, but didn't throw quite as hard as Herbie. I didn't have the sharp breaking curveball that Herbie had. Herbie threw his hard. Koufax had a little more ease. I mean, they were outstanding pitches for both of them, and that shows in the records.
Yeah, and I think of the difference between the two. You've got Herb with kind of the big, long windup, and maybe some of the batters were afraid that he wasn't looking anywhere near home plate and didn't know where that ball was going to go. But he knew, right?
That's funny.
Yeah.
I find that funny.
How about, we talked during the break before you came on about your pitching career, and D-Man was talking about a doubleheader in New York where you were awesome, and you hit a home run in the second game, but you went 2 2/3 innings. What are your recollections? And got the win, by the way. I think, D-Man, is it correct that he came in down by 5 runs?
Yeah, you come in with a couple runners on, and the first batter you face, according to the Baseball Reference Index, is Al Kaline. And you get Kaline and Horton to get out of that inning, strand the runners, keep the deficit for the Yankees at 5-0. You guys come back and win 6-5. You're the winning pitcher. You face Kaline twice and Horton twice. An incredible pitching performance.
Thank you. I do appreciate your memory. I'll tell you this much. That was probably my second personal event that I cherish the most, because the first one would have been, of course, 4 home runs in one game. But if I could have been on a winner and won a pennant and then got to the World Series, I think that would have been number 1 without any problem.
Rock, did they ever have a jugs gun on you to see how fast you were throwing?
Well, no, they did not. They did not. But I love the comment that J.W. Porter said in the book that's coming out on July 5th, at least in Cleveland.
Right.
And I don't know if you have an advanced copy and you read it, but J.W. Porter was asked, because he came into catch after Nixon got thrown out, when I threw a 2-strike fastball, knee-high, right down the middle to Coot Field. Right down the middle. And Ed Runge, who was the umpire behind the plate, who could be a good ball and strike umpire when he wanted to be. But he was sticking it to me during that time because of the altercation at second base in Kansas City. So he called that pitch a ball, okay? A ball. And the ball was dead center right down the middle. JoJo White got thrown out, and some other people got thrown out. And Nixon must have been still arguing with him a little later in the inning, and he got thrown out. So J.W. Porter came in, and Gordon supposedly asked him, how fast is he? And he paid me the ultimate compliment. He said, faster than anybody. And then he said, again, he asked him again. He said, come on now, I'm asking you who. And he said, looked at him and he said, faster than anybody. And I take that as the ultimate
Well, you should, but Bob Feller said he was 8 miles faster per hour than you.
Who said that? Feller?
Bob Feller. No, I'm just kidding.
No, and you know what? I know you kid, because I have a picture signed to me by Bob Feller, who was my teammate and my dear friend.
Right.
Okay? We always got along fantastic. And if you want me to tell you what he wrote on the picture, I will.
Okay.
All right.
Tell us.
You can tell us.
Okay. Bob Feller wrote to my dear friend, and then, some nice things. And then at the bottom he said, greatest arm ever.
That's great.
Yeah, anybody who saw you throw from right field would agree with that.
Well, I don't know about that, but I don't know.
Rock, can I
I
ask you this?
cherish that picture, and I cherish what he said.
Good for you.
Rock,
Immensely.
in that game in Yankee Stadium against the Tigers, when you faced Kaline and Horton twice, and the only hit was Kaline, did you throw any breaking stuff, or was it all heaters?
Oh, we're talking about Yankee Stadium, not Detroit. Did you say that?
What's that, Rock?
I said, well, you're talking about Yankee Stadium. I thought I heard you say the Tiger Stadium. Did you
No,
say
is
that?
that
I'm
Yankee
sorry.
Stadium.
I meant Yankee Stadium, yeah, against the Tigers when you're pitching for the
I'm
Yankees in
sorry,
relief.
but I remember like it was yesterday.
Did you throw all heaters?
Okay? No. As a matter of fact, I had a decent slider in the bullpen. And my dear friend Jim Hegan warmed me up. And Jim Hegan
Yeah, he
used to
was
warm
coach.
me up when he was with Cleveland, I was.
Yeah.
Because I always liked to do it with a catcher. Because I always liked to throw hard. And I warm up so hard. You know, start out mediocre and increase. And he used to break in a catcher's mitt or two, and I'd help him do that. But he helped me by catching. And I had a pretty good slider, but when I got on the mound, I think I was trying a little too hard to throw the slider. And my slider just, it left me, you know. And I was throwing mostly heaters, but I did throw some breaking balls. And I did throw, I had a changeup taught to me by Cal McClish.
Wow.
He held it in the back of his hand, almost in the palm, you know. And you could do it with the same motion and let it kind of slide out, you know, push out. I don't know what you want to call it. But and I threw some of them. So I tried to keep them a little off balance, but mostly heaters.
Yeah.
You had a 3-pitch mix
Yeah,
at
yeah.
Yankee Stadium against
Hey,
the Tigers.
Rocky, D-Man and I could talk to you all night. We really appreciate
wish
the
we
time. The book that is coming out soon is Rocky Colavito, the iconic slugger. That'll be in bookstores and Amazon.com. And you're going to be here July 5th. That's a Friday night, 7:30 at the State Theater. For ticket information, playhousesquare.org. Rocky, you were one of my heroes back in the day. I appreciate you taking the time to join us tonight.
It's my pleasure, and I enjoy talking with you. And if you need any information and I can help you, give me a call.
Thank
Well,
you so
why don't
much,
you give
Rock.
out your phone number so fans can call you?
Well, you got it, don't you?
Yeah, I know, but I won't give it out to the fans. Rocky, enjoy the trip back to Cleveland. Looking forward to seeing you here.
I'm looking forward to being there.
That'll
Take
be
care,
it.
Rock.
Thank you, Rock. Thank you, Rock.